What's up, y'all? I'm gonna do a quick video on how to clean trout. Now there's several ways, and I'm gonna show you the most basic first. Cut them up there through that like that. Cut this little piece right here where you can get your finger in there. Turn them around. Use your thumb and just break all that out of there. Pull this guts right out. Drop them in the bucket. Now you've got the fish with no guts in it. You break his head back. Push up with your other hand. Now for this part, I like to get a little water on my hand so that when I grab this, the meat, I can hold on to it, because you've got fish slime on your hand and it makes it so slick. But you just pull the skin right off like that, and what you're left with is basically the whole fish. You gotta take your thumb, run it through here just like that, and it'll clean this black stuff out of here. And we'll give it a good spray. Go ahead and wash both my hands, and it's ready to go in the bag. It's a whole fryer for my daughter. She likes them whole. Me, I want fillets. All right, once again, gonna do the same thing. Doesn't matter what order. Go ahead and cut that. Then you go in here and cut them all the way from the anus to all the way up to the chin, basically. And get our thumb in there. Just rip it all out. All right, I'm gonna break it down, push it up like that, and I got all this slime on my hand. Get under here in some water, rinse it off so that I can grab a hold of this fish, because you'll have to squeeze them so hard trying to hold on to them, you'll ruin the meat. All right. Now, when that happens, get some catfish skinners on it. Pull it right off. Got some on the other side. Go ahead and get that too. Now, this is just the cleanest way to fillet them. To go ahead and skin the fish first. Now, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut straight down to the backbone. Then I'm going to turn, and I'm bending my knife. It's a flimsy blade. It's a fillet knife. You want to use a fillet knife. And I am skirting right along the backbone, just like that. Cut it loose, and you can see I did pretty clean. I got everything. Except I might have got into some little fine bones. You see some missing right here. So, there you are. There's a nice fillet, and I like the feel of them in my hands because they might have some bones left. Now, there are some little tiny bones that run right through here. You can feel them when you rub your finger like that, but they will cook up and you will not notice them. A trout is a salmonoid, and those are the Y bones. And a big salmon, you just pull them out with some needle nose pliers, but when trout are this small, they just cook up. Got a little piece of the tail, that one. I'm only using 2 knives so that I don't dull my fillet knife anymore. I just like them really sharp. right, now for my wife, I cut these bones out, and you can feel them. They're running right below this middle line of the fillet. And all you have to do is that, and you've just cut them all the way out. All right, and that's what I do for my wife, because she can't handle the thought of there being any type of bone. And these little pieces right here with the bone in them, I eat them. I fry them with the rest, and I eat them, and they're just fine. So, to each his own. All right, I'm gonna get that guy pulled down. I'm gonna rinse my hands before I finish the rest. All right, now's the part where it wants to rip, so. And I did. Ripped a little bit, but that's fine. Get some catfish skinners on it, come right off. See there? All right, same thing. Right along that backbone. And I like to cut on the forward stroke. I like to push and cut, not pull, but to push and cut. I think it helps me to stay right on that bone. I can feel it better that way. Don't know why. It's just my preference. All right, now see, I left a few ribs on there on this one. You got to come in there just like that. Shave them off. All right, you got two big nice fillets right here. Go ahead and wait a minute, I was going to cut the bones out of that one for my wife too. Let's see here. And see, you're not cutting across that middle line, you're cutting back this way. Those bones actually go that way. So one side is always supposed to be bigger than the other. Like this side will be bigger than this side when you're done, because the bones are on one side of the midline of the fish. All right, on this last one, I'm going to show you a different way. You cut straight down. When you cut it off that skin, it's real important that you bend that knife. That you need a flexible knife and you need one that really bends. Got one little piece to get off there, and that was it. Now, when you do it this way, you have all the ribs to deal with. So what you have to do, we're going to save all that pretty meat. Now, that's a big old thick trout fillet there. We'll cut that little piece of fat off there. I don't like the fat, y'all. It gives it a taste. All right, one more time. We're gonna cut straight down to the backbone, turn that knife. Now, get under that skin, cut down to the skin, turn the knife, bend it. I guess I cut it on the push and on the pull when I'm cutting it off the skin. I don't want to be sliding that knife around in there without cutting nothing, because it's just doing damage. All right, I got one little piece of fat along the top, and that's good. Just making sure that wasn't a bone. It looked like I had maybe left a piece of rib on there, but it didn't. All right, guys and gals, there is really no waste there, no meat left on the fish. I'm gonna try to get a couple little pieces off for my dogs, pieces that don't have bones. All right. All right, folks. Well, I hope that gave you some information on cleaning some trout. That's 3 ways to do it. I'm sure there's more. And anyways, thank you guys for watching, and God bless you.